When you get an email and the words account and disabled are included, it really gets your attention. It kind of jumps out, right? Well, a News2 viewer got this email over the weekend from Apple and asked me to look at it. Let me tell you, before I even read this email, I look at one key thing, and it's going to save you a whole lot of time and frustration. Are you ready? Look at who is sending you this message. Nothing about this email address includes Apple. Not the name of the person, not any of the letters after the @ sign. Nothing after the period has Apple in it. Always first check the sender email. And in this case, you already know it's a scam. But if it wasn't clear, you go to number 2. And the number 2 is, does it ask you to do something right now and include a link? This is a big red flag. Scammers want you to take action without ever thinking about it. When Apple or any other company sends out an email, they point to you to leave the email and then do what? Go check your account independently without them. Now, this is the big takeaway. Whether you get the email or a text or whatever it is, don't ever click the link. Don't use the button that they give you in the body of the message. The answer is always go to the source. Go to the company's app, call the company from a number you have on the back of your credit card or a bill that you get from them every single month. It is definitely the thing that scammers are just going to get more and more crafty, friends. So the best way to protect yourself, not to take the email or the text as real, ever.
Yeah, and isn't that just the way we have to be now? Is just not to really trust anybody, which is kind of icky, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I always feel like that link is just sitting there waiting on you to click it. I have gotten some Apple ID notifications somewhere. I was like, I don't really know if this is something I should trust. And then other times where I would just call Apple and they'd be like, yep, that is exactly us. We sent this to you. But it's always good to be aware about scam.
You went to the source.
I went to the source.
And I'm curious, because you're kind of our expert when it comes to these scams. Have you gotten any that you've almost fallen for yourself?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because they prey on what pushes your buttons, right? Either the disable or the account or whatever.
Yeah.
It's when you're tired, it's late at night, you're scrolling through and you're like, oh no.
Right.
Of course it does, right? And then you think to yourself, no, wait.
Yep.
And that's unsettling because you do this for a living.
I
it's
know,
like,
but
man,
even
they
still.
are getting that good. There have been ones that I've been clicking on too that I have to just try and resist.
Of course.
Yeah.
We just have to get ourselves in that mode of thinking.
They're still
all
trying
the
to do that
time.
Easy Pass one. It's like
The toll.
Oh, right. I still get that too. They got to
know.
crack down on that one.
And so the thing on the text thing too, if it ever comes from a 10-digit number, it is never from the company.
Oh,
that is from a personal phone number. It will never look like that when it comes from a company.
Interesting.
The more you know.
The more you know, right?
All right.
We'll be right back.